We speak, President Obama and Congress are in Washington working to pass a budget to get the government back up and running.
Well, despite some steps forward, there's still no clear end in sight, and Long Islanders who are sick of the stalemate gave one of our local lawmakers an earful earlier today.
Yeah, Rich Barabi has the latest now from the newsroom. Rich?
Jackie and Drew, another day of political wrangling on Capitol Hill fails to lead to a budget compromise, and so the government shutdown continues. The rhetoric on both sides of the aisle continues to heat up, and one local Republican congressman who has been critical of his own party's strategy is being urged to hold the line by some of his conservative constituents.
Take that vote. Stop this farce. End this shutdown now.
In his weekly address, President Obama calling on House Republicans to pass a so-called clean budget, one that doesn't strip funding from the Affordable Care Act.
The American people don't get to demand ransom in exchange for doing their job. Neither does Congress.
But as of now, congressional Republicans appear to be holding the line. The House did overwhelmingly pass a smaller bill today that would provide retroactive pay for furloughed federal workers, with Republican Majority Leader Eric Cantor calling on House Democrats to support similar funding measures in lieu of an overall budget agreement.
What about the sick children that need access to clinical trials? Is it not as important to ease the pain of the shutdown for them? Or is it just the federal employees that the Democratic minority thinks is important?
The Senate hasn't voted on the measure yet, but Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid took offense to the bill's premise.
It's really cruel to tell workers they'll receive back pay once the government opens and then refuse to open the government.
Meanwhile, some House Republicans who have signaled their displeasure with the majority's hardline stance have drawn the ire of conservative groups.
Peter King, if you're not with us, you're against us.
A rally was held today outside of Seaford Congressman Peter King's office in Massapequa Park, with protesters accusing the congressman of ignoring his constituents.
Dozens of these people have made phone calls repeatedly to Peter King's office, opposing Obamacare and supporting the efforts of Ted Cruz to attempt to defund.
But Congressman King says the vast majority of constituents tell him while they oppose the health care law, they don't favor a shutdown.
I'm opposed to Obamacare. The people in my district are opposed to Obamacare, but no one has come to me and said we should shut the government down because of it.
Now, today, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi was one of 195 House Democrats to sign a letter urging House Speaker John Boehner to bring a new budget bill to the floor. And Congressman King tells me he believes there are enough Republicans who would support the measure for the bill to pass. However, Boehner hasn't given an indication that he intends to put a new comprehensive spending bill up for a vote anytime soon. Drew.
Rich, thanks.